Hi, this is Eric Rosenberg, MedicareNationwide.com. In today's video, we're going to discuss one of the most asked questions. Should I leave my employer plan and go on to Medicare? Also, one of the most asked questions is, do I need to go on to Medicare? So we're going to discuss both those questions, and what you really should be considering. So for starters, whenever you're trying to understand your options, you need to understand what you currently have and what the new options are. A lot of people going in, they just want to know if they can delay their Medicare, but they don't really know what Medicare is, and they don't know how their current plan works. So it is vitally important to know how your current plan works and how Medicare works, because Medicare can be the coverage that covers you for all things, for all things that would be approved by Medicare approved expenses. While your current coverage, even if your employer is subsidizing it, maybe they're paying for some of it or all of it, you still have out-of-pocket costs. And how much? So are you passing up on having better coverage, even if you think right now that you have excellent coverage through work? I always hear that. I have excellent coverage through work. And then when I go and I actually do a comparison, they're like, oh, wait, you mean that I don't have to have co-payments? I don't have to have a deductible? I don't have to have co-insurance of 20% after my deductible? I don't have to worry about a max out of pocket, which means how much will I owe altogether being on this insurance plan? So if I'm on my employer plan, if I got cancer, obviously everything's going great if you're healthy, right? Everything's great if your house doesn't burn down, but if you had fire insurance or, property insurance and your house burns down, you're going to be happy you had the insurance, just like your health. Everything's going great. Yeah, I got an employer plan. They pay for it. Okay, but have you ever had anything bad happen to you? Cancer, da-da-da-da-da. So what would be the total amount you'd owe on your plan? Oh, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not going to think about it now. Okay. Probably things are going to go okay for you, and you're not going to get cancer. I agree. But insurance is supposed to protect you if something does happen that's bad. And we all don't want anything bad to happen to ourselves. So the question is, how much would you owe? Do you know the answer to that? Because it's good to know that. And we help people find that out. So let's say it's $10,000 for in-network doctors or whatever it is. Some plans, it's as high as like $20,000 or even more. Depends. So usually the lower your premium is for the plan, the more your max out of pocket could be, or your deductible, and so on and so forth. So you could be like, I'm not paying a lot for my plan. Okay, but what's your coverage? Because that's really what's important. So you paid less in insurance, you also got less coverage. So knowing that's a very important concept. So you could get onto Medicare. See any doctor that accepts Medicare anywhere in the country, because Medicare is a federal program. You can go anywhere. You don't have to worry about referrals. You don't have to worry about whether they're going to accept your insurance. And if you get a secondary plan to Medicare, which means after Medicare's done paying its portion, it's 80%, your secondary will pay the 20%. So you could basically, generally speaking, I'm going to get into the weeds a little bit later, but you can basically have full coverage where you don't have to worry about this max out of pocket. You don't have to worry about co-payments, co-insurance, deductibles. When you get a bill, it's like, all this is paid for. And now how excellent is your insurance? Especially, to know how excellent this insurance is. So they say, mine covers dental. Okay. How much? $1,000? You can't buy a standalone dental plan for $20 a month? You're gonna compare, just because you get dental in your employer coverage, it's so excellent that all the other out-of-pocket costs don't matter and it's just about dental? So those are the kinds of things that we would compare. And then you may want to elect your Medicare plan and drop your employer plan. Or you may want to go into a Medicare Advantage plan. Now, I've done a video comparing Medicare Advantage versus Medicare Supplement, and I'm going to put that in the description area, so I encourage you to check that out. Okay? So, I think it'd be wise to just, get on my calendar, talk to me. I can take a look at your current coverage, see if it makes sense to stay where you are or elect to go on Medicare. You can also call me. All the information is in my description. I hope you find this video helpful. Please like this video. It costs nothing to like, and it really helps. Also, please share this video if you found it helpful for someone else that might be going through this similar situation. And drop a comment. All those things encourage me to keep doing videos like this to help people get through this maze. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.